Hello everyone, it is Toby from Toby's Open Sketch. Today we're doing a really quick video on how to ink your windows, a little bit of how to add some colour as well. So I'm using just a normal sketchbook, cartridge paper and a 0.3mm fine liner pen. And I want to break it down into really simple steps. So I've got this little scene in front of me. This wall is kind of facing us. So how would I draw a window here? Well, I start with an outside line, so step one, outside line, and this doesn't have to be continuous, it can be a broken line like that. You're getting the framework, the outside of the window in. Now what's next? Well, they have a sort of 3D nature, don't they? So next is picking out the inner of the frame, and this I sometimes find it helpful just to make a little bolder. You need to work out which bit of the frame you can actually see. So looking, as we are, we're looking sort of this way, which means we can see the top and the side of the frame. So that is step two. And then step three is getting the finer details, those inner details of windows. And that's the frames. And these are really fine details. Again, you don't have to put every little bit in, so you can just suggest it. Maybe down here we'll literally just do kind of token suggestions. And remember, there's also an inner frame here. So we've got three lines, an outer, an inner, and a very inner going down, which just provides enough for the eye to understand that there's a sort of square frame in these windows. So you've got three steps: outside, the sort of next level inside, and then the actual frames. And then the final bit is to add the sort of windowsill. And that's a bolder line with a little bit of shadow, because it's just bringing in that depth of shadow underneath. Sometimes you might have a line on the outside here as well, so we can add that in, and that just suggests again a 3D nature to these windows. What about windows from an angle? Well, they're very similar, aren't they? So we use the same sort of steps. An outer line, but I like to draw just the closest line first, and then maybe a faint suggestion of the more distant line. And the reason for that is when we do our inner line, well, this tends to be a lot bolder and bigger because you're seeing so much more of this frame. And then we get to the inside framework, and again we can see much more of this, so this is bolder, but these window details might be even more sort of sketchy. There's often so much reflection. And then you might get even more shadow underneath because of the angle you're looking. And if you've got an outside to your window here, again, that might be even bolder. So it's the same four steps, 3 steps to get the window, plus the 4th step to get the outside of it. Then when we're thinking about the colour and the tone of the windows, we've got a couple of techniques we can try. We need to remember, the higher you're looking, the more it's reflecting the sun. So the sun's doing this, or the sky is coming at you, doing that. If you're looking in lower windows, it's probably reflecting a house opposite or some shadow. So if it's reflecting shadow, we can simply, with our pen, hatch, create that texture, that depth, that contrast. We can still use hatching as we go higher up, but we want to make it lighter and less. This is just giving the impression of reflections rather than really dark contrast. And we can do the same in these windows. Remember, you're leaving, with this hatching, you're leaving those reflections there. You're leaving these inner frames reflecting a bit of light. The last bit is colour. So I tend to do one of two things, and it's about how much light do I think is reflecting. So we could take a nice sky colour like a cobalt blue, especially in these top windows, and just sort of fill in the gaps there. And we can be really neat or we can be really loose, really up to you, your style and how you're feeling on the day. And again, I'll just show you, if you don't leave these gaps, it doesn't really matter. You still get the impression of light reflecting. Lower down, I like to use just a sort of a darker mix. I've got a brown here. If I add a little bit of indigo, I'll get a dark colour, and that just implies the reflection of shadow. And what you can then do, if you just leave the top, you can start to just touch in some blue as well, just giving that variation. Again, if you accidentally go over the frames, doesn't matter too much, they still look good. On the side frames it's a very similar idea, but they tend to be either reflecting a lot of light or a lot of shadow in my experience, so making these colours a bit bolder. And there you go, that is 5 minutes on how I sketch windows and a really quick bit about how I add some colour to windows. Hope you enjoyed that, hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comments, and then I can do a lot more of these sort of short hints and tips videos in the future. Thanks very much.